Hi guys, this is Malia with Mustard Tree Market. I'm going to be showing you the new Gemstone Mousse. There is amber. Amber is kind of a copper color. It's really pretty. It's a warm copper. There is Garnet, one of my ultimate favorites, which is like a reddish. Then there is Diamond, which is a silver, a real pretty silver, a bright silver. And then Golden Gem, which is kind of it's gold, really pretty gold. They are super heavily pigmented. They look like gold leaf wood, but in all these different colors. They have that kind of strong metallic, heavy pigment. They're not see-through-y. They're beautiful. When you open these, so they look kind of funny, right? You're like, what is going on? Did I get a bad batch? What's happening? No, that's how it's supposed to look. Now they look different from one color to the next. These have different, depending on the type, the color that you're using, there's different minerals and different metals in them and such. So some are heavier and some are lighter. Yeah, this one looks different. See? This is all normal. Some look like they're higher, some look like they're lower. They sink and settle differently. And because they are a mousse, you want to stir them. So I found this works really well. It's little plastic spatulas from anywhere. And you want to scrape all the edges, okay? And get that off of there and stir it up. You could use a toothpick, you could use whatever. And you stir them up and then they become this mousse. Like literally they're like a mousse, okay? That's how you want it to be before you use it. Moussey. Moussey. And then with these little spatulas, it's really easy to make sure you get it all back in the jar, right? These are water-based. You can apply them with brushes, sponges, fingertips is my favorite. They're non-toxic. I'm using them on hardware today. These are great for raised stencils. These are great for detail. I'll probably put some on this piece on like raised details of wood. Now this hardware that I chose for this piece is not original and it is rather shiny. Okay, now the first thing you do is you clean them with White Lightening, okay? Always clean your hardware off with White Lightening. Right, so rinse them off with water. Don't ever leave White Lightening on your things. So then once you've cleaned your hardware off, Slick Stick. And Slick Stick is it's a product by Dixie Belle. It's an adhering agent, okay? It's not like a primer. It's not like a stain blocker, odor blocker, something like that. That's Boss. Slick Stick is to make paint adhere to anything like glass, plastic, laminate. This is your answer, okay? And when you're using Slick Stick on hardware, you want to be sure to not use a really thick coat, I've found. Since you're going on to metal, making like a thick, like 2 coats like it's recommended for other things, I don't find is a great idea on hardware. I'm going to skip to the next step now because I've got some that I went ahead and Slick Sticked already so that they would be ready to show you the next step. I'm making like a faux wrought iron hardware. So it's like a romantic grunge wrought iron look because it's going to go on this vanity, okay? And I'm going to paint my hardware Dixie Belle paint Midnight Sky. It's kind of like a faded, dusty type of black and I love it. Let's go ahead and get that on. Shoot them with a heat gun. And you'll see really quickly with it being so matte how Midnight Sky makes a great wrought iron look on hardware. See? Looks like wrought iron now, right? We have new hardware now looks really old. See? So I'm putting 2 coats because whenever you put Slick Stick on it, you need 2 coats and you don't ever want to go thick on hardware. So I'm using kind of a thinner coat. So I just stirred this earlier, so it's still moussey and whippy. But look at this color, guys. All right, so my preferred method is my fingertips to put this on. I know if you follow me, that's gonna be a huge shock to you. It barely takes anything because this is super, super pigmented. So kind of rub it back to where you've got like a flat fingertip of it, you know? If that makes sense. And then take a really light hand if you're just trying to hit the tippy tops of the raised areas. Put it on your piece, like wipe it down. So I'm not leaving like big glops of it on, you know what I mean? Like I'm not stippling it and leaving like chunks of the mousse and then expecting that to cure in 24 hours because it won't, and that'll reactivate when you get water-based, you know, like clear coat on it. So wipe it back, you know, get it smoothed on to where it's like a thin coat on there. Let it dry overnight. Do a quick with a really light hand on your clear coat just to get it to seal it up. Then you can go on with another coat. See that shimmer? And it looks super cool, right? It's a very romantic. All the colors of the mousse will pop with that black underneath. Wrought iron, but then just got this little, oops, look when I move. Oh, look, it's romantic, it's rosy, it's beautiful. All right, so I'm gonna do this one. Once again, I'm not gonna leave it on my finger like that, where it's like a pookie. You know what I mean? I'm gonna wipe it back to where I don't have any. I just got a flat little one. And I take my hardware. And this is best over paint, guys, okay? If you're painting on metal. Okay, look. See how little bitty bit I had on my fingertip? Just hitting all those raised areas with a really light finger. Isn't that pretty? I will wait till tomorrow, like I said, to put the Clear Coat Satin on the top. And I'm gonna wipe this off. So see how I'm using my finger and I'm wiping it and it's not moving anymore? Okay, see it's done moving. It's done moving. So once it's on, I'm wiping it back, okay, on my hardware, because you don't wanna have it just gooked up on this metal hardware, okay? You wanna keep it where it's no longer wiping off. It's nice, it's on there. There's that top knob. And there's that bottom knob. How pretty is that? They'll be on the website and you can order right there from my link, okay? Try out a cool color, guys. Get outside the box, try something different. This is the kind of stuff that makes your piece unique. Thank you, guys. Bye.